We have something a little different today. This is classic rock. I came across a list of the 15 best classic rock songs of all time. I read the list and I think there's a video in there, and this is the video. And I'll grant you from the start, this isn't any deep thinking piece. This is like cotton candy, or in Easter, those Peeps, those marshmallow, they're all fluff and sugar. The restaurant analogy I will give you, this video, it's not the entree. It's not even the salad or the appetizer or the dessert. The waiter comes around and as he drops off the order, he says, do you need enough time? Are you ready to order? Do you know what you want? This video is the water. So what happened was, I see online there's a list, the 15 best classic rock songs of all time, and there's a picture accompanying the link. And one of the pictures is Bruce. So they've got me. I click on the link and we have the 15. It's the 15 best classic rock songs of all time. The author is Samuel Moore. Okay, I don't know anything about him. I Googled him. He has come up with other lists. These are the top 10 songs by this group or by that group. Samuel Moore. And we will dispense with Bruce right from the start. Bruce comes in at number 6, and I'll give you one guess. The song that Bruce made on the top 15 best all-time class. Here's a hint. Born to Run, of course. As a Bruce fan, Born to Run isn't my favorite song on the album, Born to Run. I'll take Thunder Road. I'll take 10th Avenue Freeze Out in either order. I'll take Jungle Land and Hiding on the Back Streets. I'll even take She's the One. Born to Run. It's a great song, but it came out in '75. I was a teenager on the Jersey Shore. I heard the song a lot. The song is a great song, but I'd prefer to hear other. So what I'll do is I'll go through the list in no particular order. We'll get down to the last 3. I'll give you the groups. You can guess the song. A little about the list itself. The groups, the music skews older. A lot of groups are from the 60s, a lot of music from the 60s, and a lot of bands are British. Okay? Right from the start, we can dispense with number 5. Number 5, the group is Guns N' Roses. The song is Sweet Child of Mine, and that's not for me. I'm not a fan of theirs. Guns N' Roses, I'm not familiar with their oeuvre. Next up, we have one of 2 artists that has 2 songs in the top 15. 2, which there's only 15 songs, and so of course there's a lot of songs that anybody would leave. The thing about these lists is they're all subjective. My top 15 list of anything will be different from your list, which makes them kind of fun to talk about. The guy who came in with 2, the first guy, he is known as a great guitar player from the 60s, Jimi Hendrix. If you want to guess, for those who remember, the 2 songs are Purple Haze and All Along the Watchtower. Jimi Hendrix got 2. Here's who didn't get any, okay, who never got a dinner. The Grateful Dead, Aerosmith, Beach Boys, Help Me Rhonda, Simon and Garfunkel. Really? Paul Simon? David Bowie? What about Elvis? I'm all shook up. How about Bob Dylan? Mr. Rolling Stone. Tell me, you didn't make the list. How does it feel? How does it feel? What about Van Halen? Might as well jump. Running with the Devil, Panama. What about Foreigner? Double Vision, Jukebox Hero. Not including Foreigner leaves me cold as ice. The Doors didn't make the list. Fleetwood Mac, classic rock. Any 3 songs from Rumors, hello? Dreams, Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way, never got a dinner. What about the Kinks? La 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 La, featuring the Davies Brothers. What about Dire Straits, featuring the Knopfler Brothers? What about the Isley Brothers? What about the Everly Brothers? Bye Bye Love, Wake Up Little Susie, Dream. Dream, 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 dream. What about the Righteous Brothers? Unchained Melody and... How about the Allman Brothers? How about the Doobie Brothers? I think this guy Samuel Moore, he just didn't listen to the music. Or I could have used maybe a better one. What a Fool Believes. How about Kansas? How about Chicago? How about Boston? And Boston, you're talking. What about Linda Ronstadt? Never got a dinner, didn't make the list. And you can say maybe it's because a lot of her hits were covers. Okay, Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower, written by Bob Dylan. Linda Ronstadt's got to be thinking, When Will I Be Loved? Never got a dinner, didn't make the list. She's probably thinking of Jimi Hendrix, who got 2 songs on the list. Well, for him, It's So Easy. But she's not feeling sorry for herself. She's not thinking, I didn't make the list, so. She's probably thinking to Samuel Moore, Baby, you're no good. What about CCR? A little Who'll Stop the Rain? What about CNN? Yes, CNN. It's cable news, the outlet I choose, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Or a little Warren Zevon, the werewolf of London. You've got your CCR, you've got your CNN, you've got your CSN. They only had 1,000 hits from the 60s, little R House. This is with or without Y. If you're talking Y, you're talking Neil Young, Mr. Heart of Gold. What about Heart of Gold? And if you're talking Heart of Gold, what about Heart? What about Love? Any chance they'd make the list? How about Bob Seger with Night Moves? Incidentally, as we take a quick trip to Tangent City, it's been said that Bob Seger was inspired to write Night Moves, working on the night moves from, guesses, Born to Run. I did not know that. How about Billy Joel? Really? No Piano Man? My Life? Moving Out? Russia! What about Elton John? Never Got a Dinner? Let me guess why. Because he didn't have enough hits? Rocket Man? Crocodile Rock? Benny and the Jets? Does Sammy Moore go up to Elton and say, sorry, it's my list. I'm not going to choose your song? If you ask me, it's a little bit funny. Okay, up next, we're going to do 2 this time. And if I were to ask you to name a classic rock band from the 60s that were British, big band, strong band, well, you might say The Who. Okay, so The Who come in at number 7 with Won't Get Fooled Again. Next up, the Rolling Stones, and this one's surprising because it's at number 14, and they have a ton of hits to choose from. I'm glad he didn't choose Satisfaction, okay, like Born to Run, just a song I've heard too many times. The choice here, I think, is a good one. It's a strong one, and I'll give you a little hint because the answer is just a shot away. The next song, the next band comes out of left field. They're not from the 60s. They're not British. This is a band more famous from the 70s and 80s, though they toured today with a different lead singer. The band is Journey. When I think of Journey, I think, should have been gone. Oh, should have been. The song chosen for the list was not Oh Sherry, but the name Sherry makes its way into the title of other rock songs. Bruce, The River, Hey, 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 what do you say? Sherry, darling. And of course the biggie, The Four Seasons. Big girls don't cry, like Sherry, baby. Oh, 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 what a night, Sherry, come out tonight. I'll give you a hint to the song. If I said the Sopranos, does that give it away, or you just say forget about it? Coming on the list, number 13 is Don't Stop Believin'. Next up is song number 12 by another British group from the 60s, Pink Floyd, a band I like a lot. I like their greatest hits, and I think there were many great songs to choose from. I'm glad he didn't choose Money, Money. That's another one with Born to Run and Satisfaction we can do. The song chosen, Wish You Were Here. Going over these songs reminds me of something that happened back in the college days. Back then, there was a group that was popular, Asia. They had a bunch of hits out. One of them was The Heat of the Moment. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what my heart meant. I had a friend, and he would sing the song, but he got to this one line, and he'd just get the line a little bit off. The line went, and now you find yourself in 83. And he sang, and now you find yourself in 83. Every time. It's like he's on an elevator going up. and every time he hits the button, the floor button, it sticks, and so he just keeps. And now you find yourself in '83. True story. Back to the list. Up next, a band from the '60s, Southern band from Florida, Leonard Skinner. Tons of hits: Sweet Home Alabama, Give Me Three Steps, Tuesday's Gone with the Wind, but probably their biggest hit. This is a visual clue. It's about a bird. It's about a bird that's free. It's a free bird. Okay, we're up to number 4, and we have something kind of interesting. I earlier listed a bunch of bands which didn't make the list, never got a dinner. I left off kind of a biggie, the Beatles. How can you have any list of 10, 15, 20 greatest classic rock songs of all time and not include any by the Beatles? You can name any of their albums. I'll give you 2 or 3 songs which should be considered for such a list. The Beatles didn't make it, but an ex-Beatle made it. Clearly it wasn't Ringo, and it wasn't George, although George had some hits. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Here Comes the Sun, Something in the Way She Moves, My Sweet Lord. It wasn't Paul, and Paul had some hits post-Beatles, Live and Let Die, with Stevie, Ebony and Ivory. He had a couple with Michael Jackson, Say, 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 The Girl Is Mine. Not to mention all the silly love songs with Wings, Little Band on the Run, Open the Door and Let Him In. It was Lennon. Lennon gets the 4th slot, and it's a good song, it's a good choice, and not that you need a hint, but I'd say, can you imagine any list of the best classic rock songs of all time that doesn't include a Beatles song? Can you imagine? Number 4. We're down to the final 3. Number 3 is a big West Coast band from California, Laurel Canyon, the Eagles. A lot of hits to choose from. I'm glad he didn't choose Take It Easy. Take It Easy is another one with Born to Run, Satisfaction, Money. When Take It Easy comes on, I'm listening on the Spotify, I usually just click past it, except when I don't, and then the chorus comes on and the harmonies kick in, the magic of the Eagles. I'll give you a little hint. A feature of the song is a really good dueling guitar solo. Pink Champagne on Ice, Welcome to the Hotel California. We're up to number 2, and the group at number 2, to talk about, these guys are the epitome of classic rock. They were never the king of classic rock. They were never the prince, because they were the queen. They were the queen. They have songs that are popular in stadiums and anthems today. We Will Rock You, We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions. But the biggie, they sort of had one El Hugo, their magnum opus, their Magna Carta, their touchstone, their milestone, their crowning achievement, their pièce de résistance. Is this the real life? Number 2, Bohemian Rhapsody. We have reached the number 1 song, and the band is another British band. They got their start in London in the late 60s. The group is Led Zeppelin. They have 2 songs. So the other band with 2 songs in the top 15. The first one comes in at number 8. That's Kashmir. It's the song about the sweater. Of course, the number 1 song, if I say Led Zeppelin, classic rock, this song tops many classic rock lists. Did you guess it? Did you get it? And she's buying a stairway to heaven. Okay, we close the show. Mercifully, some might say. I saved the song for last because this song holds a special place in my heart, because this is now the 3rd video I've done which features it. The first video was about a car I'd never heard of, the Lotta car. Then it was in the video when we took our trip to Tangent City, right, with George Harrison, Patty Boyd, and Eric Clapton. Coming in on your hit parade at number 10, by Derek and the Dominoes, the song is Layla. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, right here on the YouTube.
Ta-ta for now.